They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Kenny Moore brought him down.
Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Cowboys. Kareem Hunt, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
25-yard line.
First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Stick. High throw, but he makes the catch. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 45-yard line. Give them 14 on that one and a first down. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Jacobs now. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call. So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot. But they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
Rolling to his right. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
2nd and 20. Here's Jacobs from the gun. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. Call it a 6-yard gain. Still plenty of work to do coming up. 3rd and 14.
A gain of 6 yards.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Here's Stick, 3rd and long. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Steven Nelson. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
10 at the 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, here's Watson. Escaping the pressure right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
And he finds his tight end, Graham. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
2nd down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. He may try and run for this. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal.
At the 10-yard line.
Out of the gun, Watson. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. And he knocks it through.
Makes the score Cowboys 14. Chargers nothing.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And a mistake, a surprising mistake there in the kicking game as he sends that one out of bounds. Chargers in good field position to start out. 1st and 10 at the 40. They run it with Jacobs. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Josh Jacobs.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. On play action, it's Stick. They'll roll him out right, and it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge, and it's going to bring up 4th down. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. And taking a gander at the NFL scoreboard in Minneapolis. Early on, it's the Vikings in the driver's seat. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. Looking deep downfield. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own 9.
It had been a near-perfect beginning to this football game. Already a double-digit lead first quarter, but their first misstep.
And you know how it is, partner. Sometimes when everything's going right, you start to feel like you can do just about anything you want on the field. This one didn't work out. If I were him, I'd go to my defensive captain and say, pick me up, my man. Help me out.
Ball at the 14 for 2nd and 5. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. And the Cowboys here on 3rd down bringing in an extra defensive back. A shotgun throw for Stick. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
This offense has definitely been slow getting out of the gate. It's almost like they missed their wake-up call for this one. No points on their first 2 possessions, and now it's looking like none on this one either.
Barry on to punt as he gets this one away. And taken at the 46. A very good kick there, but 15 yards on the return. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10.
Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to step it up. Let's 57.
A little jet sweep to start the drive. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Rashaan Evans.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
Five yards remain on 2nd down.
Hey, switch gears. Switch on 31.
Watson now to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
The 13-yard line.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. That one is caught by Hunt. And he was able to shed 1 tackle, but could not get away from there. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. 2 first-quarter touchdown passes now for Deshaun Watson. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Boy, these guys are off to the races, Charles. 20-0 already, extra point pending.
Yeah, you always hear that term. They just boat race someone. Heck, it's car race, motorcycle race, plane race, whatever you want. Right now, they are sprinting past them.
21-0 our score after 1.
Zane Gonzalez set to kick off.
Gonzalez now to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Now this throw caught left side. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. A big play there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Chargers, they're able to cut into that deficit. It's up, it's good, and that'll cut the lead to 21-7.
The score, Cowboys 21, Chargers 7.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM, it always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by J.C. Jackson. And the return across midfield into the 46-yard line.
They'll take over.
You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right?
3-yard pickup.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Boys, 43-yard line.
Stick from the gun. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 11 yards there, first down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Stick looks to throw. On the move to his left. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Not the best of plays there as a quarterback. You're right-handed, rolling left, trying to throw it that far downfield.
I remember a coach of mine saying, son, that's the equivalent of trying to get the car keys out of your pocket with your opposite hand while you're trying to run. You just can't do it.
Now left side on the swing pass. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it and pick up first downs.
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. 2nd and 7, operating from the 34. Here's Hunt. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And now Watson throws another interception. Picked off by Deone Bucannon. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
They'll take over.
2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They go back to the ground, this time Jacobs. They find some open field here. Touchdown, L.A. Josh Jacobs, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Chargers have made this a one-score game.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30. Room to run at the 50.
Partner, when I was in college, we used to have these things called game maxims that we did before every game. One of them said, press the kicking game. For here's where the breaks are made, is the area of hidden yardage. How about that return? Flipping the field, taking it past the 50, and getting things set up to start the series.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Adrian Amos with a pick, and his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
By the Chargers.
We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
34-yard
And
line.
Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite.
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
That ties the game.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21-all the score as the kick's away. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
17-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They've seen what was a comfortable 21-0 lead go completely by the wayside. Now 21-all as they take over 1st and 10. Gonna take a shot for Gallup. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Michael Gallup, that's who he was looking for. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
The ball carrier.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Watch 36. 36 to Mike. Here we go, 59.
Now Watson on 3rd down. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 18 on that one, and it's a Dallas 1st down.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
He's going to wind up and air it out. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Oh, this is just crazy. He's got 3 interceptions, Charles, and we haven't even departed the first half of this ball game.
I think if you're looking at the stats right now, you're saying, all right, who's the leading receiver? Well, can you flip it around and say that maybe he is and could be for the game the way that things are going right now? I think if it's him, he wants to be on the field at all times.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
Gain of 32. And the Chargers 1st down.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown.
17.
A big play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Chargers get the quick strike touchdown.
Chargers 28.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
1st and 10. At their own 24-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 3 yards the gain there, second down. This a 2nd and 7 from the 37. A shotgun snap for Watson. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. I hate to sound really negative, but at this point, an incomplete pass, almost a moral victory that it's not picked off.
Well, you may hate to sound negative, but that was negative.
It was very negative, I know, but all these first-half interceptions, it's been tough to watch.
Yeah, couldn't find a silver lining in this one, much more like lead.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. The Charger drive about to get going. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football.
2nd and 12 at the 22-yard line.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Stick back to pass. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it, and they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
After the interception, here's Watson. The 20. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
If you know, that's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
The Charger drive about to get going. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. He hits his target, left side, Watson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now Stick. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
Incomplete on the throwaway. Brings up 2nd and 10.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Here's Stick looking to throw. He sets to fire deep. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
Incomplete on the deep ball.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Stick to throw once more. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Intended for Mark Andrews. Incomplete. It's now 4th down.
Here's Jordan Berry now as he's on to punt for L.A. Yikes. Terrible kick headed straight for the sidelines. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game. We'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Jacobs with a carry on first down as he'll get about 3 there before he's taken down.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver, but he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front, so if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him, picks up 3 on that carry.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 31-yard line. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
18 on the play. And the Chargers' 1st down.
First and 10, Stick. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that is incomplete. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
He was covered by Steven Nelson.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the 1st on 3rd. He can run for it, and he will. Now the ball comes loose, and it's picked up by the Cowboys. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. Good job starting on that scramble. Had his eyes on that first down marker, CD, but lost the most important thing, the football.
Yeah, wasn't quite there. Focused solely on getting to the first down marker. Forgot to cover up and take care of the ball.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. He'll wind up getting 11 on that one. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. To begin the drive, here's a handoff to Hunt. And takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4.
Made the tackle.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
To throw on 3rd down, Watson going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
This is brought in at the 21. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week on our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
They talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
Eluding the pressure right. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Justin Reed. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
Intercepted.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
1st and 10.
They'll start with Hunt on the ground. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes. Stack the...
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. Fielded just outside the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
23-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Fresh off the pick 6, it's Watson. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 25 yards that time. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
It's second down and 10.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. And now here is another interception. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Being chased out left. Looking left side, he's got it. Complete. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. So they don't get anything out of that completion. I guess when you roll out of the pocket like he did there to the left, if you're going to throw it, you better gain some yardage.
Now, can you just hear the old school coaches right now? You threw it for no yards? They don't want the ball in the air unless something positive is going to happen downfield. In that case, they'd rather have the quarterback try.
And he coughed it up. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. You think about it, Charles, this is not a quarterback that's used to running the football a lot, and that time he was loose with it, had it knocked free.
He always has to think to himself that there's always going to be traffic around because of what you just said. Not that elusive, not going to get into the open field very often. Remember, he's not Lamar Jackson, not Michael Vick back in the day. Always has to protect the football because there's always going to be people around.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Throwing again, Watson. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
On 3rd down, here's Hunt. And, boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Here's Watson. From the gun, he'll throw. That's complete to his tight end, Seals Jones. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the 1st. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. On 1st down, Watson. They'll go screen here to Hunt. He'll get the 1st down and more inside the 20. And he's going to get it all the way down to the 10-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards.
1st down and goal to go.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Back now in Arlington. It's the Cowboys in possession of the football, but they trail here as we begin the 4th quarter of play. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Flushed out right. And the Cowboys are in the end zone for the touchdown. Well, the defensive coverage was good, so good he just decided to make a play of his own, and it worked out.
Yeah, you often wonder if they think to themselves, was the coverage too good to allow him to run the football? I think you'd rather take your chances with him doing exactly that, and he beat him on that play all the way to the end zone.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good, and an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
1-yard gain.
And if you like defensive football, focus on the defensive end on this play. He does everything exactly right. Reads the play and make sure he spills it for a small gain.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. Now he'll let it go deep right. And that's caught inside the 30. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. A big play there for L.A. 47 yards. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Off play action, it's Stick. This will be caught inside the 10. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7.
1st and goal.
Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. Here's Jacobs. And he stopped immediately there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
On the tackle.
He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
A quick throw complete into the flat out left. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. Touchdown, Chargers. Chris Thompson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chargers are going to take the lead. It seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. So they had the big loss on that 1st down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Out of the gun, Watson. He'll find his tight end, Seals Jones. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
That was a nice throw out there to the flat, but they defended that pretty well. The hope is to go ahead and put it on him so he can turn and get upfield and gain additional yardage. There just wasn't anywhere to go on that play.
He's going to sling this deep downfield. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll be taken down deep into Charger territory.
1st and 10.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. From the red zone now, Watson. Throw right side, going to be caught by Seals Jones. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. Forced out to his left. He'll run it, and he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. Deshaun Watson, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game.
Is good.
And he's got it up and through.
The game at 42 all.
So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
Brandon Wilson on the return. The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the 1st down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Just a pickup of 3, but that is indeed enough.
Chargers.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line.
Ronald Jones.
Kenneth Murray, the linebacker, there to make the play defensively.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. A shotgun throw for Stick, escaping the pressure right. And his throw here's incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Mark Andrews, there, but it'll be 2nd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discourages him.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Jeffrey Simmons in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
And it's 3rd down.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. They're going to go play action now with Stick. He's going to air one out. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up, and now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. Call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. They don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Darren Lee there to get him down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter.
A 3-yard gain on the play brings up 3rd down.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Stick from the gun. Looking deep for Jennings. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. Here's Jordan Berry now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. On the punt there. And that will come the offense as they take over.
18-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. In a tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you.
And I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Well, obviously you never want to fumble, but if you do, good to be towards the sideline and saves them the possession.
Saves the embarrassment, saves it going down on the play sheet as a turnover. But I still think it should go to the defense, even if they don't recover it. If you give up the football, you gave up the football.
Agree to disagree, I guess.
Can you tell what I played?
Yeah, you played defense.
Yeah.
I'll let you go.
I took a shot.
And this is going to be intercepted. Sean Davis with a pick. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
At the 48-yard line.
Here's Stick on 1st and 10. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
7 at the Cowboys' 45-yard line.
That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Here's Jacobs. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left.
Sometimes I need a check. Not the sneakers, but the ones that make you watch your step. You change the name, I like your respect. Give them more than what I get, expecting nothing back. In fact, I sat down with my accountant and said I got good news and I got bad news. I said, what's the good news? He said, the good news is you made a lot.
A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down. Stick looks to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
As we said, they control their own destiny now. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. He's had some big runs in this game. Not there, though.
But I don't think they're going to be deterred by that play right there. He's had some nice runs in the game. And how many times have we seen a good running back get stopped, yet turn it into something big on a later carry? I'd stay with him.
Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. Oh, so close, but incomplete. Could have been a big turnover in overtime if he'd held on. Instead, though, it's 4th down. Out now comes the Cowboys punter. On for a very important punt here in overtime. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Their defense did its job, got the stop. All they need is 3, and this is over.
Couldn't have done much else other than score themselves and end it. But they turned it back over to them, and now all they need is a field goal to win the game. Excellent job by the defense. Can the offense finish things off?
Yeah, part 1 is done, now part 2. Once again, it's Jacobs, and he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down, keep the sticks moving.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Jacobs. He'll get 3 up to midfield.
To Josh Jacobs.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Jacobs. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
And it's 3rd down.
And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. 2 minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tied. Now on 2nd and 13. Stick. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 18. 23 yards the pickup there.
1st down, Chargers.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Jacobs now. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 11 more on that one, and another 1st down. He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I love one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, "I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry them along."
And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime. Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters, what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So for the Chargers, it's an 11th win of the year as they'll finish the regular season at 11-5. And now they'll await the final seeding for the playoffs ahead. Meanwhile, for Dallas, they'll limp to the finish line with a final record of 5-11. And this is a team that has a few good pieces in place, but could stand to get deeper and younger all around. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.